Good morning. I'm Qasar Younis, co-founder and CEO of Applied Intuition.
And I am Peter Ludwig, co-founder and CTO of Applied Intuition. On behalf of the Applied Intuition team, located in Silicon Valley, Los Angeles, Detroit, Munich, Stockholm, Tokyo, Seoul, and right here in Washington, D.C., welcome to Nexus 22.
We're thrilled to join you at the National Press Club in the heart of our nation's capital. For those of you who don't know, Applied Intuition is a technology company focused on accelerating the development of autonomous systems for all use cases, including defense, automotive, and aviation.
We are a company of engineers and researchers who are working at the forefront of some of the most sophisticated autonomous systems on the planet.
We're here today to bring together diverse voices at the nexus of autonomy and defense. The conversation is an important one because our security environment and our adversaries are evolving rapidly. We must develop, test, and field technologies with enough speed for our institutions to succeed in this new environment.
There is no one clear answer to these challenges, and today we will hear different perspectives. Our keynote speakers, panelists, and moderators are some of the most influential voices in the ecosystem.
Our attendees include congressional staffers, think tanks and academia, Defense Department officials, intelligence community, defense contractors, and leading technology companies.
We would like to thank our partners at the Atlantic Council's Scowcroft Center for Strategy and Security, who work to develop nonpartisan strategies to address the most important security challenges facing the United States and the world.
A few housekeeping tips. This event is public and on the record. We encourage you to post questions throughout each of the panel's discussions by emailing them to asknexus22@gmail.com.
Our moderators will try to ask as many of your questions as possible. Virtual attendees can also submit questions through the Hopin platform. And finally, don't forget to follow the conversation on Twitter via the hashtags Nexus22 and Forward Defense.
Without further ado, it's our pleasure to open Nexus 22 with a video message from Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster, former White House National Security Advisor and Senior Fellow at the Hoover Institution. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm H.R. McMaster. It's great to be with you. The exponential growth we're seeing in data is already contributing to security, defense, economic development, and a range of efforts from the reduction of carbon emissions to natural disaster response. To take full advantage of that opportunity, these opportunities associated with the data available requires asking the right questions, accessing accurate, authoritative, and transferable data, and, of course, applying analytical tools to generate situational understanding and help us make decisions and take action. That is why I'm enthusiastic about what artificial intelligence capabilities can do to overcome some of the most critical challenges we are facing and help us build a better future. Some more specific applications include, obviously, early warning of hostile actions by enemies and adversaries who possess long-range missile and rocket capabilities, such as we are seeing in Russia's indiscriminate bombardment of residential areas. But this capability also applies to North Korea and Iran. It applies to Houthi rebels in Yemen, to Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, or Hamas in Gaza. These capabilities can help us understand better sources of carbon emissions that are accelerating global warming so we can prioritize actions to save the planet for future generations. We need artificial intelligence and the analytical tools associated with it to provide warning of and track the development of natural disasters, from tsunamis to hurricanes to tornadoes to droughts and wildfires. Of course, we need to track, respond to, and provide relief to humanitarian catastrophes, such as the catastrophe in Ukraine, but also the humanitarian catastrophe in Afghanistan today. We need, of course, to identify aggression early, to deter it. And of course, this applies to our inability to deter conflict in Ukraine, but also the need to deter conflict in other areas like Taiwan. And of course, we have to be able to respond to it quickly and to maintain situational understanding, identify patterns of adversary and enemy activity, and perhaps more importantly, to anticipate pattern breaks. Of course, the Russian invasion of Ukraine is a case in point, as is the intensification of ISIS actions, for example, across northern Iraq and eastern Syria. Or how about jihadist terrorist activities in the Maghreb. And of course, we need to be able to share data and the situational understanding it underpins in an unclassified format and with many partners, and potentially in a GPS-denied environment. So this is a great conference. I hope that the conversations that you're going to have can help all of us understand better the promise of AI-related technologies, and especially how to apply them to overcome challenges, exploit opportunities, and build a better future. Thanks for the opportunity to be with you. Have a great conference.